On the long list of the worst US presidents, one name often sits at the top: James Buchanan. Why? Because it was under his administration that the fabric holding the United States together finally began to tear, leading the nation straight into the Civil War. But the question remains, why didn't Buchanan do more to prevent it? It was 1857. James Buchanan took office with two promises to serve only one term: to settle the slavery issue once and for all. Only one of those promises was kept. Right after his inauguration, he faced a ticking time bomb: the Supreme Court's ruling in the Dred Scott case, which declared that no black person, slave or free, could be a US citizen. A decision Buchanan secretly supported. He believed that such a sweeping ruling would put an end to the slavery debate, but he was dead wrong. A president without a Plan B, with Plan A failing miserably, Buchanan had no alternative ideas. He continued to champion the concept of popular sovereignty, meaning that new states should decide for themselves whether to allow slavery. The result? A nation increasingly divided, and a president who did little to nothing to stop it. The imminent danger. When Abraham Lincoln ran for president, Buchanan was warned: if Lincoln won, the South would likely secede. And that's exactly what happened. So what did Buchanan do? He wrote polite letters to Southern leaders, asking them not to secede, but added that if they did, he wouldn't lift a finger. A White House filled with Southerners. Buchanan surrounded himself with Southern advisors, many of whom were pro-slavery, including Jefferson Davis, who would later become the president of the Confederacy. They convinced him that sending troops to stop the secession would be unconstitutional. As Buchanan did nothing, his ministers were secretly helping the South, sending weapons and funds southward. By the time more states had seceded, Buchanan timidly proposed a solution: ban federal intervention in slavery. But it was too little, too late. He even asked Lincoln to publicly reassure the South that he wouldn't threaten slavery. Lincoln refused. He didn't want to lie, nor did he want to lose the trust of the North. At that point, Buchanan did what he did best. He knew he was unpopular. He knew his time in office was almost over. So he decided it was no longer his problem. James Buchanan is remembered not so much for what he did, but for all the things he didn't do. At a time when the nation needed strong leadership, he chose inaction. And while his presidency was fading, America was heading toward its bloodiest war. Did you enjoy this video? Don't forget to like and subscribe to Quick History for more fascinating historical insights. Click the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Thanks for watching and keep being curious.